What's up, guys? My name is Suicide Grind, and today we got a goddamn ExHorder review. Now, I would have the physical copy before I do this, but unfortunately, we in a tight-ass fucking situation right now with the cash. Gotta check so I'm recording, so I'm not talking for half an hour, and, shit goes to fucking nowhere. But yeah, I'm tight on cash, so unfortunately this month, because I'm booking a hotel in August, and I basically don't make enough money to where I can justify buying a bunch of albums. On top of this, because I do want to be able to live as well and enjoy the month. So, but I'm gonna probably buy this album in the future, probably next month even. We'll see when it comes, but it's gonna come, and I'm not really. It's gonna be the shortest video probably. But anyways, I have to go right into this because I've wrote a fuck ton. So, ExHorder, the fucking album, 2024 with Pat O'Brien is called Defectum, Omnium. We kick right into fucking Wrath of Prophecies, some super flashy right away. Just riffing, We do have some clean singing chorus, but not wimpy vocals, aka clean with some sack to them. So it's nothing that you have to be worried about, but we got sick-ass motherfucking riff to start off the album off really damn strong. It's a great way to start the album, in fact. And we got a cool-ass lead part by Kyle Thomas, probably. I do have to check, because it does say, 1 through 5... he has lead guitars, and then 1 through 7 for 9. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong guy. He has lead guitars on 1, 5, 7, and 11. And Pat O'Brien's got 1 through 5, 7 through 9, and then 11. And then there's another guy as well, Jason Vibrooks, who's the bass player mainly, but he does some rhythm guitars and lead. He's got the leads for track 4, 9, and 10. Which we'll be touching on. But for this first track, as it says, of course, it says 1 through 5, we get a fucking one of the best solos of the year by Pat O'Brien, and we're gonna be talking a lot about Pat in this video probably. But of course, Pat's not the only member. We got Sasha Horn. And yes, the drummer is called Sasha. And it's not it is a guy. Last time I checked it, it's a guy. Sasha Horn. He lays down the drums with fucking purebred power. I mean, he just kicks some ass for this track. And we got some nice ass blasting into the outro. Just, which at first, the outro concerned me. I thought it was going to be some canoe-ass breakdown, but instead it turned out to be some cool groove metal part, reminiscent of maybe Black Label Society or Pantera. That's the only, reference point I have for this shit, because that's the only other groove metal style shit I like. I know Black Label is more like southern groove, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. It's basically groove and roll, Black Label Society, so, But then we go under the gaslight. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit so we maybe don't have to edit it. We got some screaming demons right into the goddamn intro. More kick-ass riffing and a groovy-ass chorus. And I gotta say, this album is mixed really fucking well. It's not too modern, which is obviously welcomed. But even though I would like it maybe a little more raw, it's not too raw for the Vag boys who will piss and whine that it isn't shitty-ass deathcore production. They should be fine with this one. So if you are a deathcore canoe, you can't handle raw production, this one will be just fine. It ain't too polished, but it ain't fucking... You're not listening to the fucking Mayhem demos, at least. That's for damn sure. And another killer fucking solo, and I did say this at first while writing, because I wrote as I went. I'm gonna bank on most of these being Pat, since the other guy's more of a rhythm guy, and I was thinking that was in terms of the second track, which Kyle is not listed as a lead, and Jason is not either. Both are rhythm on the second track. But Pat placed the lead on the second track, every track until number 5. And so I was pretty right that most of the songs have Pat's shredding. But I do have to keep in mind that on song 4, which both Pat and the Jason guy is listed as a lead when I read my own notes here. But, most of them are, in fact, Pat's shredding. And, yeah, as I said, just, second song, we at this point, we have a little bit of stuff going on, but then we kick into Forever and Beyond Despair, and immediately, hardcore punk feeling as immediate nutsack obliteration. And I'm talking nutsack obliteration. And it goes into some killer-ass blasting, which so far this is one's the most intense and has the best drumming, because god motherfucking damn, that Sasha on the kit lays those beats down solid like a motherfucker. And of course, yeah, we're gonna be praising that motherfucking drummer this album, because they all did a great ass motherfucking job. Every member in the band either does a solo or plays the drums really well or makes some killer ass riffs, and then the guy on the vocals does some killer ass vocals. I know people are gonna be like, I don't know, it's a little too groove metal for me, but I don't give a fuck. I like some groove metal. This is definitely one of the best groove metal albums I've heard. Let's just put it like that. But then some absolutely next level toughness riffing into Pat's solo of the year. I put in parentheses probably, because at the time of hearing the single, this was the best solo I have heard this year. And damn, Pat on this song specifically. There is another song and maybe 2 other songs in the running, but dude, it's gonna be hard for something else to keep up with Pat in this year. Pat came out of prison, or whatever, I know he didn't go to prison, actually. I'm just retarded and for some reason said that, because I think he got some, community service, right? I mean, he did go to jail for, a couple months or whatever it was, maybe, a year tops or something like that, but listen, don't go to this guy for news, alright? Don't go to me for some goddamn correct news. Go to me for some goddamn correct-ass opinions on death metal. How about that? But Pat came back, and he came back strong. He's almost making Cannibal get a run for the money here, because they lost out on a guy that can shred like a motherfucker. And I'm serious, because Pat's got my favorite solos in Cannibal. There's no one in Cannibal that can shred like Pat. Never. Rob is a good-ass motherfucking guy. Eric is a good-ass motherfucking guy. Don't get me wrong. Eric makes the best solo I've ever heard in my entire life, which is not... well, to be fair, that was the Inhumane Harvest one might be up there, but I'm talking about his solos in, Morbid Angel. It's on the Gateways album. I forget what one it is. It's the one that he wrote. I don't even know if he did the solo. But, his solos on Gateways. Those are, some of the best solos I've ever heard in my life. Top 10 easily, But Pat is honestly giving him a run for his money. And I mean, if you asked him, he'd probably agree, because Pat's a fucking killer guitarist. And Eric, he's an honest guy. He's a very humble guy as well, so he would probably admit it, He would probably say it himself, that this guy, he's a force to be reckoned with. But we're only on, fucking 4 songs. We gotta speed it up, goddammit. But yeah, one of the only solos in thrash/death, I know it's not really death metal, but, I'm good. It'll make sense. One of the only solos in thrash/death metal to give me goosebumps in a while. So, this general vicinity of genre, I haven't felt goosebumps from a guitar solo in a while. Let's just say that. Just heavy as a motherfucker headbanger of a tune. God damn it. And then we go into Tale of Unsound Minds. The Tale of Unsound Minds. Which has a gloomy ass intro to switch it up. You know, some of that doom stuff that J-Dog hates, but we here at the Suicide Grind motherfucking channel love. But we go back to clean singing chorus. This one's definitely had to grow on me, which it will because it sounds pretty good. But it's a little odd to hear from the band compared to the last few tracks. Goddamn, speak normal. And the riffing is pretty damn good though. Some nice ass slow chugga-lugga riffing. Not the brutal death metal kind, but let's just, groove metal. Sure to bore the shit out of anyone who came here for the speed, sure, but sure as hell it's gonna make me bang my goddamn, head, racing the horns and shit. But then it speeds up into a goddamn solo, and it just won me over like that. Hold on, which song is it? Tale of Unsigned Minds. That's the fourth one. So we had to keep in mind when I'm talking about the solos here that this one has Jason Vibrux listed as a lead. So he probably does one of the solos. So it's not all Pat. So let's just, keep that in mind. So it speeds up in the solo, and goddamn, it just won me over like that. So it didn't need to grow on me because they kicked it into a goddamn solo. Whoever it is between Jason or Pat that played the solo, not that it really matters, but they're both killer as hell on this track. And one thing you can say, which is not something you can give every band, is that the tracks are very distinguishable from each other on this album. And they don't sound all the same, which is good, because there's something different in every single one. Like the outro part with the goddamn bass shining through the mix at the end, nice as... Because they like close out the guitar and just let the bass play. Like, they do like a start-stop riff, but the bass is still playing. It sounds so fucking cool when bands do that. And we go right into the fifth track, Divine Conquer. Back into the thrash we're going to this one. Back into thrash we go with this one. And shortest song coming in at 2:38 minutes. But, 2 minutes 38 seconds, that's okay. We don't need every song to be 7 fucking billion minutes. And this one's got another killer ass fucking solo. This is the fifth track. It's the only Pat's listed on this one, so this one's all Pat. Pat McPatterson. The shreds are strong as hell with this album, let's just put it like that. And it was gonna be the weakest song, but then the solo came and redeemed it, and it also made the transition back into the chorus, and the chorus itself as well, sound better. Because at first the chorus sounded, I don't know, a little not really vibing with me. But then the solo came in, and the way it kicks from the solo back into the chorus, it made this chorus sound better for some reason. I don't know. But then we go into the track, Year of the Goat, 6th track, which Pat is not listed as a lead on, because the 6th track, we don't even have a lead on, in fact. We don't have any leads on this one. We just have rhythm, and Jason Vibrux is the only guy actually listed for this song as rhythm. So Kyle didn't write the riffs at all for this one, but straight in some high-octane riffing we go, and the goddamn chorus blesses us with some goddamn motherfucking blasting. I actually spelled blesses with 3 S's. That's cool. But the blasting, dude. The drummer, Sasha, dude. Goddamn. And strong-ass riffing on the verses, in my opinion. Because goddamn, we need some more killer-ass, just tram-picking riffs like these that just still shine through and get to sound like its own song. Rather than just the typical tram-picking riffs where you get the same old boring shit the thrash offers. Which, that's a little jab at some other thrash bands. Not Warbringer, though. They're a pretty fucking good thrash band. And another one would be Power Trip, which I hope make another album soon. And kick those fucking greedy ass money whore mongling parents to the curb and make a new fucking album. But a lead part ensues, and I said Kyle, but I think it's probably the other guy, Jason. I'm starting to remember the names as well without looking. Maybe I'll just do it like this, so I don't have to look, and then I'll look there. But whoever does it, it's just a short ass lead part. No, it's not a solo. It's just like a lead, like a background lead. And this one, Kyle does this one, as can be seen in the video for the song. So the video actually shows Kyle playing it. Okay, that makes sense. So Kyle did play the lead in the video, but it says rhythm Jason, and then Kyle's not listed as the lead. But oh, we also have on the track 6 the lead solo. The guitar lead, track 6, is actually an Anton Evil Goat. And then on track 12, we have 2 guest guitarists, Rick Wardle and Bruce Franklin. So we have to keep that in mind. I didn't see that. I missed that for some reason. And there's another guy who recorded the lead guitar for track 12, Larry Burns, but he probably just pressed play on the recording button for that one. But anyways, it gives the leads on this one. It gives a darker sound. We gotta speed it up for sure. We're on 7, and it's got 12 tracks. Taken by Flames. This track, if you're gonna listen to one track of this album, listen to Taken by Flames. Goddamn heavy ass intro for damn sure. This one's sure to make the Vag Boys piss their little pink panties and go crying home to mommy that the big scary man's back with some brutal ass riffs again. And we get to pick up some speed and some goddamn double kicks. Fuck yeah, brother. Just can never go wrong with that shit, Almost leaning back into hardcore punk territory again, but managing the thrash edge just there, into there just enough. And this one's definitely the heaviest tune skill on the album, and I definitely stand by that statement. But once again, gotta praise that goddamn Sasha Horn's drumming. I mean, what can I say? The guy lays down some killer ass fucking beats. And then you can bet your ass Pat lays down another killer solo, because that's what this is all about. Some killer ass heavy riffing with some killer ass heavy solos. God damn. And he is listed on 7, and Thomas is listed lead on 7 as well, but I think Cal probably does a solo for this one, just to give you a heads up. Pat does a solo, probably, because he's listed. Anyways, Deicide's gonna have to come up with something revolutionary to beat this album. That's for me, that's for damn sure. And then some absolutely crushing whammy bar lava at the end. God motherfucking damn. Did not expect there to be some fucking lava in some goddamn ExHorder. And if you don't know what that means, you don't listen to Morbid Angel enough. There was literal lava at the end. And then we go into the 2 tracks that are actually like connected. It's like a concept album type thing. Dream Theater. Not really. But they're connected songs, so one song ends, but then the next song comes, but it doesn't sound like the next song is a next song. It sounds like it's the same song, the way it comes in. Anyways, Defectum Omnium is basically the intro, and it sounds like a Honda Civic intro, like a Honda Civic fucking idling. Then comes some goddamn spoken word or some cool shit. I don't speak this language, so I don't know. And a heads up, because when Stolen Hope kicks in, for the people who may not like it, the intro of Defectum Omnium, it lasts for a whole 2 minutes of the 7-minute track, so just a heads up, It gets into some medium-paced riffs, and it is some good riffs as well to start off the track. And then it slows down into a Tommy beat. We get Doomy, alright, when we go into Stolen Hope. Which to me is welcome. It's welcomed. But some may not like it. But to that, I say tough fucking shit. Grow some balls or go listen to something else if you don't like it. Because this is some killer ass fucking doomy and headbanging inducing riffing. And it keeps the doomy vibe through the whole song and eventually kicks into yet another killer ass fucking solo. And I believe this is the 8th track, which in fact when it comes to lead, yeah, number 8, which is this track, Pat's the only guy listed as leads, so, and what can you really say? Pat knows what the fuck he's doing. However, it is important to note that some of the leads are shared by Jason Vibrux, who is mainly the bassist, but does some rhythm and lead guitar. I did mention it already, but I'd mention it again here, so that we get a little refresher. And then we kick into track 9, song number 9, which has Pat, but it also has Jason Vibrux. So one of these solos is Jason. Just keep that in mind. But you can probably figure out which one's which if you're smart, which I'm not. Because I can't even tell the difference between Richard Brunel and Trey on the Altars of Madness album. Or Blessed or the Sick. Anyways, 3 Stages of Truth and Lacing the Well is the next connected track here. The 3 Stages of Truth has some cool ass acoustic interlude that after about a minute and a half, straight into the fucking heaven as it kicks in with a killer, and I mean killer, Pat solo, which I'm guessing might be a Jason solo, but at the time I wasn't reading into it too much. But you know, it's a solo, it's one of the guys, so we're just gonna say it kicks into a goddamn killer solo. And if it is Pat though, this is another one that is Pat's solos of the year, and if you didn't figure it out yet, that means it's one of the best, if not actually just the best solos I've heard come out on songs this year. And that's including my own songs. I've written some solos that have come out officially this year that I think would be in my top 10. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. That's just genuinely how happy I am with my solos, the way they sound. They're exactly tailored the way I think of guitar solo. This is literally what I think of guitar solo. When I think of guitar solo, some of my songs has just exactly what I think of when I think guitar solo. Just that word alone. And we get back into some groovy, heavy-ass riffing, just to be led into another goddamn short but sweet solo. And these 2 tracks are in fact connected, which is to be noted, of course. But yeah, I mean, so far this is pretty damn promising. I mean, if this is the direction they're heading from now on with Pat, though I'm not sure if this is how they've always sounded, as this is the basically first album I listened to by the band. I haven't listened to the previous one or the one before that, etc. I maybe heard the first demo or something like that. I probably did because at one point it was in my vicinity. But anyways, this is definitely some shit that I'm willing to pick up and follow. Which we touched on that. And then, just when you thought you heard all of them, a third, and yes, I mean a third solo kicks in. This is definitely the shreddiest tunes off the album, and that is very, very welcomed by me, of course, as I am a shreddy-ass motherfucker. And this is probably the best clean singing chorus so far on the album, with the slightly off-key vocals that signature this type of shit. And we even get a 4th fucking solo. A goddamn outro solo, which I'm guessing was Pat, because it did sound a little Patty. Just to set in stone that Pat is really fucking awesome and you're not. Then we go into Sedition, another short track started by some sick ass bass noodling into some hardcore punky shit that I personally love the shit out of. I mean, this one's all over the place, the album, in terms of how you can define its genre, and that is a very good thing, because it means that this album has a fucking lot to offer in terms of variety, something I find rare in bands today, in fact. I might even have to eat my own words as well, because that chorus in this one is really fucking catchy. And man, this one's just a nice fucking treat for the ears. And I think I said another chorus was like my favorite, maybe? But... Oh, wait. Yeah, I said it for the previous track, so I had to eat my words pretty quickly because Sedition came in. Then we go to Desensitized, which is the second last track, which has... we don't have to worry about that yet. This one kicks in right away with some speed and trem picking ass riffing, and let's just put it like this. We're back in fresh territory, baby, and that's okay, because after all this wild shit, you kind of need to have some meat and potato thrashy ass, just, tuneski to bring it out, to bring shit together. And it's got, as well, a short little lead section after the chorus, which is nice. So far, the most thrashy song of the album, if that's what you're looking for at least. Some killer-ass double kicks once again. I mean, what the fuck. Then we get another killer-ass solo, but this is also one that breaks some bad news. This is actually the last lead from Pat on the album. I just read my notes and I said this is the last lead from guitar from Pat on the album. Pat guitar? Anyways. But just kidding. It's not bad news. But yeah, this is the last song with Pat listed as lead guitar. And he makes no waste of his time here by shredding your face off to the end of the track with some... to end the track off with some pretty damn cool ass riffing. And a big rock ending. Let's fucking go, dude. And what I beat my eyes when the whole band just started fucking going nuts at the end of the song, It's like a thing that bands did, like Freebird, for example, the outro. If you listen to the extended version, they start going like this on the fucking, and just kicks, and it's just random shit happening. And you're just going like this on like a chord. It's just cool as shit. And then the last song, Your 6, number 12, kicks in. It's not called number 12, but that track number 12, with the last track off the album. I mean, you may wonder where we're heading. And we're heading right back to Doom Chugga City, bro town. And that's just perfect to end up the album. But you never know what they might pull out of their sleeves in the middle of the track at this point. We go back into some fucking lead section, which I'm assuming, since he's listed, is just a short lead track down by Jason Vybrooks. Just a little short noodle, though. And this one is probably Jason, because Kyle's not listed on track 12. But there's Rick Wartell and Bruce Franklin listed as lead on track 12 as well. But it's just like a very short noodle, so I don't know if that's them. But the riffing, once again, is pretty damn killer-ass headbang-inducing shit that by this time I love a ton. And now we kick into a solo, which I said must be Jason then, but I'm not sure because there are two other guys. It could be Rick or Bruce. And don't fret, because this year, Jason, Rick, or Bruce shreds too. They shred like a motherfucker, and really damn catchy at that. And some evil-ass sounding leads in between the solo sections as well. And these guys definitely gotta keep I said this guy definitely got to keep contributing alongside Pat because I thought it was just Jason. But I think I still can stand on that Jason still got to contribute alongside Pat. Optimally, they just give him second lead guitar and get another bassist. But, that's not really viable in terms of affordableness for a band of this caliber. So one can only keep dreaming. But, anyways, the song ends off the album with a swing of the Executioner's axe. If you know the reference, you're a Power Trip fan. And we get left with what I can only sum up as one hell of an album to start off the 2024 album chain. This one's gonna be really hard to beat for DSI for me personally, as this was like favorite tier shit right there. I definitely will get this one on wax, and that's for damn sure. But yeah, other than DSI, we got Nile, 6 Feet Under, I'm Gonna Mind You, and some other shit to look forward to. So there's gonna be more reviews this year from me. At the end, of course, I'll be summing it up at the end of the year into one video where I'll tell you my opinion of who did their best this year. God damn it! But anyways, this album is an easy 10 out of 10 for me. Would highly recommend listening if you don't mind some clean singing in your groove / thrash metal. And like when bands do both some more hardcore punk style shit and some doomy shit. It's a very varied album, and that's why I'm giving the rating I'm giving it. But that's it for me. I've been Suicide Grind, and this has been my review of ExHorder's Defectum, Omnium, and I'll see you in the next goddamn video!